Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Techbridge on Lagos Television. This is where we meet, this is where we discuss technology, this is where we lay it bare, this is where we connect the bridge around technology. And of course, when we talk about technology, we're talking about something that all of us need to pull our way behind. I'm Sheifumi today on Lagos Television today. Welcome on board.
Yeah, welcome to Techbridge today. My name is Toyin Olagoke.
Okay, so let's talk about something that, just like every of our episode, but it's always fresh, always unique, talking about something that leverages on technology. Let's see that at some point, people have challenges of raising their businesses, bringing, let me say, a premise to it, giving it a location, giving it a face, and because they have to put a lot of things together, they need to get a space, rent an apartment, put in all the stuff there. But with technology, things are changing.
You know, technology is actually a power. It's a power. It takes things from people and make it better. And so when we talk about physical presence of office or physical offices, technology has modernized it in a way that modernize and empower people to do their businesses around the world without any limitations.
And when we talk about that, it's still coming to the fact that we have a very strong strength leveraging on technology, because when we do it that way, it's going to save us a lot of headache, and probably let's just keep it that way.
And you know, even for Lagos, that's going to be the trend of things. Technology is going to come strongly in such a way that people can do businesses with limitations on transport, if I can use that word. These days you see, well, hold up in some places due to our attitude.
Of course, everybody needs to want to go out.
Even when government is putting in their best, you see people still behave one way or the other. But with the power of technology, we can have virtual offices.
Okay, so you just let the cat out of the bag. So we're talking virtual offices, virtual business today, and how technology is going to help you achieve that without sharing your pockets. Let's go for this quick break. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television.
Hi, my name is Confidence Davely. I'm an ethical hacker. Keep watching Techbridge on Lagos Television.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Akdogan. I'm a video games designer. Keep watching Techbridge on Lagos Television.
So thanks for staying with us. It is still Techbridge on Lagos Television. So we talked about virtual office, virtual business, and of course, it's going to involve a lot of virtual, should I say virtual reality, if you can put it that way?
Virtual reality, because a lot of things will be put into place.
Yes, and it doesn't really need you to be in a place. Now, if we talk about virtual office, virtual business, eventually it's probably a combination of two words. Virtual means something that is not so there physically, but it is doing everything that you need it to do, like you are there physically. And of course, an office or business premise. So we married the two together. It's talking about the fact that it is the flexibility that is involved. Because when we talk about virtual office, virtual business, one thing that is key to it is flexibility.
Let me just pick the definition. I think I'm interested so much in the
okay,
definition.
let's have that.
Why? Because somebody will be thinking, I hope these people are not Yahoo. This is not a program for Yahoo guys. No. This is a program to empower people. So this one says a virtual office is part of the flexible workspace industry that provide businesses with any combination of services, space, and technology without those businesses bearing the capital expenses of owning or leasing.
Okay, so that is talking about the fact that you do have to physically go and pay for any four walls.
You don't need to rent, if possible, though there are several aspects of these virtual offices.
Yes.
Anyway.
This one from Hubble HQ says that a virtual office is a service that enables employees and business owners to work remotely by providing a range of business functions accessible through the internet. That is where the word comes in, the internet.
Yeah.
It's very key to anything virtual office, virtual business, and the rest of it.
Virtual offices is something that I believe with time is going to take care of how people do business. It's going to empower people. It's going to help the customer. It's going to help entrepreneur. It's going to help even the government to be able to manage the cosmopolitan issues in this state. And even in the country.
Yes, taking it from that angle, let's pick it from all these virtual stores that we have now. Of course, there are a lot of platforms for them, but we have a lot of merchants subscribing to those virtual platforms, virtual stores rather, for marketing. And we realize that most of these people, they sell more online than the way they sell in their physical stores.
And you know why? It was because it's borderless.
Yes.
There's a reach to different kind of people, and the product is actually seen all over the place.
Yes, so it's beyond, if you have a physical shop, like say Ujuelegba, it means the people that will be exposed to your store, so to say, will be people walking around Ujuelegba that pass by and they say, oh, A and B Nigeria Limited. But if you are online, you are probably on the global platform.
And it's actually even a good way to go, because instead of you looking for how to rent, how to make payment for rent, or how to build your store physically now, looking for that money before you start putting the product like supermarket now, you don't have that headache anymore.
So if we probably need to delve into what really a virtual office or virtual business is. I think one thing is key here, that is a very good internet connection. That is talking about things needed to set up your virtual business, virtual office.
Internet is actually the backbone behind this virtual office, because with internet you are empowered. You can do so much more, and you discover that you are at ease, and you have everything online. You have everything. You have the store.
Yes, like a store. That means you can probably rent an apartment where you live, and you need to probably sell some stuff. You don't necessarily need to put those stuff in any shop. Just within your house, put everything on a store online, and you start selling. That is still talking about selling, really. Now we're talking about businesses and the rest of it. So let's just reel it out already.
It's a business. It's a big business, actually, honestly.
So
virtual office.
Now let's talk about it, really. Apart from the internet connection that you need to have, you also need to have access to a device that can access the internet. Of course, probably a laptop or your phone. I would recommend a laptop because it's probably easier.
If you have enough resources, you can do both laptop and tab, because sometimes you need to move easily. You need to. The mobility is very, very important.
Very important.
So laptop is a very good one to have. Internet, laptop. You equally need things like telephone.
Yes,
if possible.
If possible, but if it is not there, I think
if that is not possible,
people can use.
What about your social media?
Yeah, social media, yeah. That is coming to the fact that, okay, let's split it this way, that you can have your website in place. That is a very good one. Then you integrate your social media into it, but peradventure, you can still afford a website. Remember, there was one of these episodes that we treated free websites that you can subscribe to. That doesn't tear your pocket anyway. It's absolutely free, kind of. You can start from there, integrate your social media. But if you're talking about a virtual office, you need probably both, depending on the kind of product or service you render. So we've talked about three things now: a very good internet connection, then your laptop or your tab or your mobile device that can give you on-the-go response to your clients. Then third one, a very good, well-managed social media. So if you pick all those three, you realize that you are starting something. I think let's paint a scenario here. Let's see this situation that you have an opportunity to be able to teach a particular subject. Let's go teaching this way. There are some topics in mathematics that not every mathematics teacher can teach that for free.
You have some specialists.
Yes, so probably every one of them can teach it, but not so effectively, because at least I've seen some couple of examples like that. So if you pick those topics and you begin to do like 30 minutes teaching on each of them, eventually you're a teacher and you don't have a school where you teach, or you have a school where you teach. Instead of you calling Uncle what's now? Uncle Peter Tutorial Center. So eventually that one will only give you the opportunity to see students around your catchment area.
And you're even limited with that.
You're limited with that,
but
yes.
if you go online,
yes,
or if you have virtual school,
virtual classroom,
school, it will go a long way.
Yes, so,
and you'll be impacting the whole world.
Yes.
And people will be subscribing to your platform.
Yes, I saw some, yes, talking about subscription. So that means that you can record a 30 minutes teaching on a particular topic. I just pick mathematics as an example, really. There could be other subjects and topics you can pick. So you can record that 30 minutes and upload it to your platform, and you can decide to make it free or premium, make people pay for it. That's where you have your classroom. People can connect with you. They subscribe to your platform, your channel. You get paid. Both parties are.
Well, if you get paid, that's good. If you're not paid, or if nobody is actually paying the premium, you can equally leverage on the power of visibility through which you get marketing drive.
Yes,
the more people follow you,
one.
the more you have crowd on your platform, the more the people up there will put their advert on your platform.
That's a good one. So that is probably one of the examples. You can also have your stories on your virtual office, and also you have some services that you render. There was this recently, I was watching this lady that she said she started the makeup thingy right from university days. She could still make up for some of her friends then. And over time, most of those people she will make up for, she will put them on her social media platform. This is what I did today. Oh, one bit thingy.
And gradually people are following,
yes.
and gets to know what she's doing.
And that she started making her hundreds of thousands from that before she could get a physical shop. That is probably one of the advantages of having a virtual office. People know her for that. They could patronize her just from social media platforms, and before you know it, she's doing a whole lot.
I think we need to help somebody out there to know that virtual office, you have different type of virtual offices.
Okay.
Yeah, the one you've mentioned is actually about training and teaching.
Yes, services.
You have things like online store. That's also virtual office.
Yes.
You have collaboration when it comes to customer service.
That is really important, collaboration part of it, because at a point you realize that you can't really render all the services you need. At a point, probably all this, what do they call them, cake makers, caterers.
Yep.
If you've made your cake and you need to deliver to someone else, you can leverage on having some, do we call them delivery guys?
Yeah, delivery team.
So you make a delivery team.
Or logistic team.
Yes, so you have your cake made, you got your invites, or let's say patronage online, you finished it, you pass it on to delivery guy, delivery team, logistics, they get it to where they're going. And you don't have to necessarily physically see each other.
You don't, as long as you have the process put in place. So when you have yours done, you can call the logistics guy to pick it up.
And your money is wired into your account.
So apart from the online store, even the virtual office we're talking about, you can equally have the mini office.
Okay.
The collaboration of multiple offices using one place.
Oh, that's. I think I see that picking up in Lagos recently. You have like 5 companies sharing the same office space. And I think I saw that somewhere around, okay, don't let me mention, so that people don't start to rush into that place. And the way it works is that, like this table now, we can have like 3 companies.
Yep.
You have A and B Nigeria Limited. This is C and D Nigeria Limited. This is X and Y Nigeria Limited. So eventually, if I do a different businesses, we share this same table. We use the same address. Not necessarily that we have to be here in person every time. This is just like a meeting place for us to meet our clients, to close up some business deals and
at least you know you have a place where you have all the infrastructure shared.
shared.
You have the power, you have the office space,
you have the printer,
broadband, printers, scanners, boardroom, and even the workspace. So that particular one is also virtual office. The only difference is this: you don't have to pay, you don't have to carry all the bills.
Yes,
so it's a shared resources.
So, and if you talk about that, it still comes to another aspect that I think we should talk about. That is talking about managing your messages, either calls or emails or text messages. There is a way this can also be done virtually as well. Not necessarily rather having to pick your phone and respond to every customer.
Of course, it's all over the place, except that people are minimizing the power. You have what we call IVR, in which most of these activities were driven by a program that has been recorded before now. So, for example, I want to withdraw. I don't need to bother myself about going to the what's it called? Branch. I call it bank branch. I don't need to do that. I can easily interact with a virtual customer service.
And you'll be satisfied with what you have.
I'll be satisfied. I can do everything online. So it's a virtual office, it's a virtual service, it's a virtual opportunity.
Yes, I understand that Gmail has an autoresponder, kind of. Probably when you are away, there is something you can, kind of, should I call it auto-response? That for every mail that comes to you, the autoresponder acknowledges that message. Thanks for sending for your request, depending on what the nature of the message. Thanks for this. We hope to get back to you within 24 hours. So for that, you feel like, wow, someone is going to get across to me already.
That's also power of artificial intelligence.
Yes.
So everything is just interwoven. And
yes.
The power of technology cannot be limited.
And I also realized there's an app that you can use on your phone that auto responds to your text messages and WhatsApp messages. Go and find it on Google Play. I know, I won't mention it. But that app is there. So that can also help your business as well. We're still talking about virtual office. That means that if someone requests for a particular amount, all those things need customization, kind of. I couldn't rule that out. So if somebody requests for your service and you're not readily available to answer, instead of you waiting till the evening when you'll be able to reach your phone, there could be an auto-generated message that goes to your client. Thanks for getting in touch. I'll give you details in 2 hours' time. That keeps the customer like, oh, someone is going to get in touch with me soon.
It makes you to get closer to your customer. It's all over the place, Gmail, WhatsApp, and auto-response across.
Yes.
So it's a way of building virtual office also. So if I needed to do a business with you and I know that you respond to me in the next, there's something they call service level agreement, meaning that in the next 30 minutes or 1 hour, I can get a response from you. So sending the mail to you and getting a response gives me comfort.
Yes.
It gives a lot of comfort. So auto or virtual services has so many facilities. One of them is to build this particular response also with it.
And it is also a kind of customized messages that can always relate with the customers or the people that benefit from your products and services. So we can't really exhaust this really. So we've talked about something as a way of recap. Let's do something around virtual office. We've talked about the definition and necessarily that it gives you the power of flexibility and it saves your cost as well. You don't have to bear all the burden of paying for that physical space.
And it saves you time too. It saves you traffic period too.
Yeah, that means you can sleep. You can just be right on your bed and be making money. Respond to your customers and serve them appropriately to their satisfaction and legit anyway. And the money gets to your account.
Absolutely. So virtual offices is the way to go, especially if you are dealing with if you are handling businesses in Lagos.
And of course, you can also put your storylines. If you have stories that you tell, you can, at a point, treated ebooks on this platform. So that means you can put these books on that same shelf on your social media handle, or let me say your virtual office. You can put those stories together, sell them virtually, and make your money virtually, real time.
So you have means of setting up your virtual office. You have the advantages of virtual offices.
Yes.
And it's going to be the next trending thing, I tell you.
Before you know it, I'm beginning to see a trend where we're going to have a lot of virtual classrooms. People might not. I see that. There's this group of gynecologists I saw on Facebook that they get women to subscribe to their Facebook page. So they do a kind of consultation to them. Yes, one-on-one.
Wow.
So instead of going to their hospital, really, for me, that is the peak of virtual office.
It's a smart way of doing business. Honestly, it's a smart way of doing business because it will give you the opportunity without so much hassle. And you do all the business online.
Yes.
You have large crowd of people following you and you have large way of making money as well. And you have limited stress.
You're just
I don't need to think about the bill. I don't need to think about the physical structure. I don't need to think about maintenance of those structures. All I need to think about is how to put my services out there. So virtual office is a good one.
Okay, I think I'm thinking something. Anyway,
I hope you're not thinking of starting.
Don't ask me. All right, so we're talking all of that today because we want you to leverage on technology. That is our main goal on this show, to make sure that as you leverage on technology, it is working for you and not against you. As simple as this can seem, it can jumpstart someone to life. You never can tell. With as little as 5K, you can start something just right where you are. Even as small as selling recharge cards, you don't have to have a physical presence somewhere or start moving from one office to another. All you need is a virtual office. Push it out there. This is the service you render, and leverage on technology to take you to the greater heights. So that's our content today. We go for this quick break. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television. Please stay with us. So thanks for staying with us. It is still Techbridge on Lagos Television, and we know that When we talk about technology, this is the show that gives you all the power that you need. Think technology, think Techbridge on Lagos Television. And today we've done something really big. Again, virtual offices, virtual premises, and I'm very sure that someone is going to start doing something in this regard.
Absolutely, because it's the way to go, honestly. Is even is a business on its own. It's actually a business on its own. I can have one office and begin to contact telecoms to be their customer service.
And before you know it,
banks, I can be their customer. I mean, I can provide them the customer service to their customer.
And that is...
So when you have virtual offices, it's a big business on its own.
It's all about thinking, being creative, being innovative. All right, that's our show today. Many thanks for joining us today. Remember that you can connect with Techbridge LTV on Facebook. That is at Lagos Television. You can watch live as well. On YouTube, we are Techbridge LTV as well. That means on that same channel, you can watch this episode and all other previous episodes of Techbridge on that same channel. Remember to subscribe to that channel as well so that you can have a prompt or real-time prompt of every new upload that we have on that show. So till some other episode, I'm sure you feel more today. Keep discovering, keep achieving, and keep innovating.
That's the right word. All right, that's the package for today. Thank you for watching our episode. Keep collaborating, keep achieving more. My name is Tony Olabike. Bye.
All right, see you next episode. Bye.